Sharyland. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. The field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. What's this? Smack.
To the left. That is.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on the RSLN Network. Joe Bowling with you, coming to you from Northeast Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. It's state semifinal baseball action. Sharyland Rattlers and Kingwood Park, the Panthers. Game one of a best-of-3 series. Beautiful conditions here at the ballpark. Let's turn it over to the PA announcer for the introductions of this ball game.
Region 3 champion, Kingwood Park Panthers. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 26, Dylan Bodkin. Batting second, playing center field, number 4, Logan Coburn. Batting third, playing catcher, number 29, Nate Evela. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 6, Landon Coburn. Batting fifth, designated hitter, number 8, Griffin Resendez. He's hitting for starting pitcher, number 10, Garrett Koskin. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 24, Michael Segura. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 22, Ethan Bray. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 11, Taylor Bree. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 27, Carson Farr. And we welcome the non-starters and coaching staff from Kingwood Park to the third base line.
Again, we're on the pregame festivities here at Northeast Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. Sharyland Rattlers about to be introduced by the PA announcer. They're the home team here for game one of a best-of-3 series. Game two tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but all eyes right now here for this game. It starts at 6 o'clock. Here's the Rattlers.
Sharyland Rattlers. Batting first, playing second base, number 4, Luis Valderas. Batting second, playing center field, number 5, Nick Valdez. Batting third, catcher, number 9, Picho Cifuentes Duro. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 16, Santiago Soto. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 8, Edgar Quintanilla. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 30, I.J. Garza. He's hitting for starting pitcher, number 15, Checo Ibarra. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, number 1, Santi Baldaras. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 11, Diego Chapa. Batting nine, playing left field, number 12, Omar Cantu. And we welcome the non-starters and coaching staff.
There you have the introduction of both teams here today by the PA announcer. Beautiful conditions, little cloud cover, mostly blue skies, and the wind blowing from right to left at Northeast Stadium. Opening pitch of this one coming up. You're on the RSL Network. Keep it tuned right here.
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Give your little one the best at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Welcome back here to Northeast Stadium in San Antonio, Texas for state semifinal baseball as the Sharyland Rattlers get set to take on the Kingwood Park Panthers. Joe Bowling with you. Live audio here coming on the RSL network, and thanks for tuning in wherever you may be. Give me a chance here and get a shout out to other fans who may want to listen to this game. I know there are entities out there that are doing broadcasts, that are charging for you to watch the game, but hey, audio sometimes can be right on the money when the right guy's calling it. In this case, I'll do my best to bring you the live audio version. Sharyland Rattlers are the home team. They're out in the field, and let's describe the conditions. I talked about the sky. It's 93 degrees when we were setting up here, and there's shadows coming across home plate. Otherwise, it's a sun-soaked field. Wind is blowing in from right field. Anything hitting that direction is going to have to be hit a ton to carry out over the park. In center field, the flags are blowing more right to left, and then you look at the flags in left field, and again, they're blowing directly to the foul pole down the line. Speaking of down the lines, 320 down the line in left and right field, 350 in the alleys, and left center and right center, 380 to dead center field here at Northeast Stadium. For the Rattlers of Sharyland, Chico Ibarra is on the mound. He's a senior right-handed thrower. Completes his warm-ups, and he'll be facing a lineup that looks like Dylan Botkin, Logan Colburn, Nate Avalar. Anyone gets on, Landon Colburn will hit here in the first inning for Kingwood Park. Sit back and enjoy it. Game one of a best of three, and we're right on time for the start of this one with the first pitch scheduled at 6 o'clock. We're actually a couple minutes early for this first pitch. Botkin stands in. He's the shortstop today for the Panthers. He'll be batting from the left-hand side, facing the right-hander. Behind the plate for the Rattlers, Vico Cienfuegos. First pitch of the ball game is a little bit low and inside for ball one. Next pitch is in there for a strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on or out here in the first inning. Center field playing in a little bit for the Rattlers. Pitch is inside, missing the corner, and that goes to 2-1 on the count on the leadoff hitter, Botkin. Colburn on deck for the Panthers of Kingwood Park. The next pitch coming, swinging a ground ball to short. Off the shortstop, and that's going to be an error, and a runner will reach base. Took a high hop and kind of handcuffed the Rattlers shortstop, which is Santi Balderas, and And Botkin's going to reach on the air to start the ball game. Brings in Coburn, center fielder. Coburn also hits from the left-hand side against the right-hander for the Rattlers, who will have to work from the stretch. Cienfuegos, the catcher, down at first base is Soto. He's holding the runner on. First pitch after a stretch, a check, and here it comes home. A bunt, and it's a good one. Pitcher makes a play, sacrifice is good, over to first for the out. Botkin down to second base. Call it 1-3 on the put out. Coburn laid down a beauty of a bunt. And now it's runner at second base. And one down here for the Panthers. Another left-handed hitter, Nate Evelar, stands in. Catching today for the Panthers. Runner in scoring position now. Outfield playing straight away for the number 3 hitter in the lineup. He stands in deep in the box from the left-hand side. Senior on the ball club. He's also a pitcher. Here's the pitch. Took it high. Ball 1. An error, a sacrifice. One down. Runner at second base here for the Panthers of Kingwood Park here in the first inning. Evelar on deck. Landon Coburn is on deck, that is. Evelar at the plate. A check on the runner. Here comes the pitch home. High. Ball 2. Ibarra trying to work around an error here in the first inning. Big lead down at second base by Botkin. Draws the shortstop in closer to the bag, back at second base. Long look, the 2-0 pitch. Still a look, and here it comes. In there, strike call. Taking all the way, Evelar watched it sail across the inside part of the plate. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Nate Evelar. Ibarra takes a look. Runner back with a lead at second. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball off the right side. That's evens a count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Ibarra could use this first strike out of the game right here. Evelar stands in now. Trying to keep something in play with a runner at second base and 1 out. Ibarra checks the runner once again. Again, they're bunching over there to second base. Now time is called. So there's a big gap between shortstop and third base. If Evelar can take it in the opposite field on the ground, that'll probably get through and most likely score a run. Ibarra checks on the runner once again. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. Full count now on Evelar. Base open down at first base, but the cleanup hitter on deck for the Panthers here in the first inning. Shadows creeping a little farther out on the field. Now the entire home plate area is in shade. Every other part of the playing field is in sunshine. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Evelar. Ibarra checks the runner once again. Long look, looks back, brings it home. 3-2 pitch, fouled away down the left-hand side. Evelar appeared to be going opposite field all the way on that pitch, but fouled it off over the bullpen area here at Northeast Stadium. Panthers in black uniforms with green trim. Rattlers in red uniforms with white trim. The 3-2 pitch, swinging a line shot into left or right field, and it's over the right fielder's head. Runner's going to come to third base. He'll come around and score. It's a double. Now heading to third base, unchecked, and Evelar will be credited with an RBI triple. He drilled that over the right fielder's head. No chance back there for Chapa to make a play. Botkin took a look just to make sure, and then was easily able to come home and score. So now a runner at third base. And now a 1-0 game. First pitch coming is a curveball that drops in for a strike. Our scoreboard, apologies there. They set up the scoreboard before I left. And it does have the Rattlers showing as the visitors. They're not the visitors on that scoreboard. 1-0 the score. Panthers still hitting. Runner at third base and one out. Swing and a miss. Strike two for Landon Colburn. Ibarra trying to work through an error and a triple and limit it to just one run here in the first inning. Ahead on Colburn. Still working from the stretch with a runner at third. The 2-0-2 grounded foul. Count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. And they're trying to hold that runner at third base as close as they can. For the Rattlers, Edgar Quintanilla, about 3 steps off the bag. A throw to third, that's off the third baseman. Runner makes a break and he'll come home and score. Game. On a throw that got away over there at third base. Count still at 0-2. Again, you could see they were paying a lot of attention to the runner over at third base. Because he's a right-handed thrower, he had an open look to throw over there. Here's a swing and a foul ball straight back. Off the bat of Landon Colburn. So an error, a triple, and a throwing error by the Rattlers have led to 2 runs here in the first inning for the Kingwood Park Panthers. Ibarra on the mound. Colburn shows a bunt, pulls it back, swings, hits it in the air. Short, outside, left center field. Center fielder comes in and makes the catch for the out. Nick Valdez covers a lot of room to make that catch, and the inning comes to an end. For the Panthers, they score 2 runs. They do so on 1 hit. Strand none, and we head to the bottom of the first. Sharyland Rattlers hitting for a first time. Check that, that's just the second out. Keep it right here, my friends. 2 down. Swinging a foul ball to the right side off the bat of Giffen Resendez. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the inning. Next pitch coming. Fastball, strike 2 call. Foul ball and a strike call. Ibarra brought a little extra on that pitch. Resendez, the number 5 hitter in the lineup, swings and grounds that to third. That's a fair ball. Nice play there. Throw across and in time for the out. Nice stretch there at first base by the Rattlers, Santiago Soto, to make that play, and the inning does come to an end. Now we'll run this score. 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, nobody left on base. Sharyland hits for the first time here in this ball game. They trail 2-0 in this state semifinal game. Right back after this.
All right, remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
The new back here in San Antonio, Texas, Northeast Stadium, Sharyland Rattlers find themselves in a 2-0 deficit as we see them hit for the first time here in this game. They are the home team on the scoreboard. We're hoping to get that switched on the fly. Currently, it's showing that they are the visitors. That's not the case. 2 runs on 1 hit for Kingwood Park in the first inning. And the Rattlers will have Luis Balderas, Nick Valdez, Pico Cienfuegos. Anybody gets on, Santiago Soto. And they'll be facing Garrett Koshkin, who's on the hill. Koshkin, a senior pitcher, big right-handed, imposing guy on the mound for the Panthers, and he will enjoy a 2-0 lead as he strolls out for the first time on the evening. Balderas playing second base for the Rattlers of Sharyland, bats for the right-hand side against the right-hander, Chico Ibarra. Ibarra on the mound, Nate Evelar behind the plate for the Panthers. Ethan Brain down at first base. Down at second base is Taylor Green. At third is Landon Coburn. Short is Dylan Bodkin. Get to the outfield here in just a moment for the Panthers at Kingwood Park. And the Rattler fans start to make some noise as Balderas steps in. First pitch coming. Took it. And it just sails outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, thanks to Jammer Ruiz once he gets this scoreboard fixed. Balderas waits, next pitch coming outside. Ball 2. Base runner would be important for Sharyland just to kind of ease the tension after giving up 2 runs, knowing there were 2 errors involved. Next pitch coming. That's in there for a strike call. Staying on the outside corner. Is Koshkin working quickly, brings the next one home, swinging the ground ball to second. Second baseman gets there, throws across, 1 out. Four 3 on the put out as Balderas grounds out. And Nick Valdez will step in. Valdez, a right-handed hitter for the Rattlers. Nobody on, 1 out here for Sharyland. They did bring a big fan here. A lot of fans here for the Rattlers. They're over here right in front of us on the right side. Pitch is outside on the corner, strike 1. Valdez looks back at the umpire. That appeared to be high and away. Here comes the 0-1. Took it outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, 1 out here for the Sharyland Rattlers in the bottom of the first. Valdez followed by Cienfuegos. Anybody gets on, Soto will hit. Here comes the next one. Check swing, strike 2. Valdez never went through the plate area with that swing, but it was across the plate. The called strike in the hole 1 and 2. Valdez has to protect it. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Koshkin records his first strikeout. 2 down here in the first for the Sharyland Rattlers. Brings in Bicho Cienfuegos. Cienfuegos, another right-handed hitter for Sharyland. Nobody on, 2 out. Koshkin trying to make quick work of the Rattlers. Brings the first one home. That's up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Cienfuegos. Looking ahead for the Panthers in the second. They'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters up. Koshkin working, spins it home. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, the Rattlers would like to get somebody on base here in the first inning. If nothing else, just to get a read on Koshkin working from the stretch versus from the direct wide. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That's the strike call. Taking all the way was Cienfuegos. That pitch was up in the strike zone, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Next one coming. Cienfuegos hits it hard down the line to the right side, and that is a fair ball. Base hit. And he'll stop at first. Cienfuegos takes it opposite field. No chance for the right fielder that time to make the play. Michael Segura gave chase, but that landed about 1.5 feet off the line in fair territory. So immediately, Sharyland brings a tying run to the plate. It's the cleanup hitter, Santiago Soto. Soto, a right-handed hitter for the Rattlers. Batting here in the bottom of the first. First pitch coming. Took it. Strike call. Again, those are strikes, but they're up in the strike zone. Soto stands back in from the right side. Runner at first takes the lead. Koshkin from the stretch. Spins it home. Bounces it up there. Ball 1. Nice play that time by catcher Nate Avalar to keep that in front of him. Count goes to 1-1. They're playing Soto to pull. Center fielder about 4 steps over on the left-hand side. Left fielder playing about as deep as you can get for the cleanup hitter. Here comes the pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Foul ball out of play behind home plate. Count goes to 1-2. 1 on, 2 outs here for the Sharyland Rattlers in the bottom of the first. They trail 2-0 in the state semifinal game. It's a series, so this is game 1 of a best-of-3. Soto gets back in. Koshkin's ready. Brings it home. Swinging a line shot down the right side. That's going to drift foul. Had a lot of distance going opposite field by Soto, but just a long foul ball. And that swing immediately shifts the defense as center fielder Logan Colburn now goes straight dead center field. And the right fielder takes a step towards the right field line. Soto waits. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Koshkin. Up and in, ball 2. That drew a groan from the Sharyland fans as that pitch was the first pitch offered inside by Garrett Koshkin here in the first. 2-2. Quintanilla on deck if Soto can keep it going here in the first for the Rattlers. Short lead by Cienfuegos. The pitch, swinging a foul ball. Right side, look out in the dugout for the Sharyland Rattlers. That was a rocket line shot to the deep side of the Sharyland dugout. Just a foul ball. Count goes to 2-2. Cienfuegos another lead. Koshkin ready. Runner goes. Now he's got him picked off. They'll run him down between second and first, make the throw, and he is out at first base. That ends the inning. An early break. And a runner picked off on the base pass for the Rattler. They'll strand none. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. After 1, Kingwood Panthers lead this one 2-0. 6, 7, 8 in the lineup up for the Panthers in the second. This is the RSLN Network.
Center is where futures take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today. Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big.
Back here as we get the second inning underway. Panthers hitting a quick swing and a line shot to center field. A nice play there by the Rattlers. Nick Valdez covers a lot of ground, makes the catch. Welcome back to coverage here as the second inning begins. Segura hit it on a line, but it stayed up in the air just enough for Valdez to track it down. Apologize on the play-by-play. I usually have a countdown or something, some way to be able to see those commercials. I don't have any countdown. I don't have any visual. And so I'm kind of flying blind, if you will, here as the announcer bringing it to you. First pitch here coming, and that is just outside, ball one to Michael Segura. Check that, this is Ethan Brain. Segura flied out to center field to start it. There's a pop-up to third on a hop. That's a foul ball. Count goes to 1-1 on Ethan Brain. Next pitch coming, swing and a tip foul, straight back. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Next one coming, outside, ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ibarra looking for his first strikeout of the game. Has retired 3 in a row as he faces Brain here with one down in the second. Next one coming. Swinging a foul ball, grounded down the third base side. Count stays at 2-2. Nobody on, one out here in the Panthers' second. They lead 2-0. Ibarra stands in. Right-handed pitcher for the Rattlers. Ethan Brain, a right-handed hitter. And here comes the next pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Charge, catch, throw over, out. Took a nice hop there for Quintanilla. Brain retired 5-3 on the putout. 2 down here. And it brings up Taylor Green.
Number 11, Taylor Green.
Green, the second baseman today for the Kingwood Park Panthers. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. If he can get on, Carson Farr will hit. Then it's back to the top of the lineup. Fastball, strike call on the outside corner. Ibarra reached back for a little extra on that. It popped the glove of Cienfuegos. Next pitch, swinging a line shot into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Taylor Green with a single.
Green with the base hit.
2-out single here in the second. Brings up Carson Farr.
Carson Farr.
Farr, right-handed hitter. He's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Dylan Bodkin, who doubled to start this game, stands on deck. Runner at first takes the lead. Ibarra working from the stretch. Is ready, looks in, checks the runner, brings it home. Farr hits it on a shot base hit into right field. Runner stops at second. It's first and second, 2 outs. Back-to-back singles for Carson Farr and Taylor Green. And now back to the top of the lineup, and Dylan Bodkin, who already has a big game, reached on an error to start it, scored a run, stands in here in the second with 2 aboard. First pitch, swinging a foul ball right back, strike 1. For Sharyland, it's a 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up in the second. And they'll try to keep it right here at a 2-0 game. Panthers would love to add to the lead. Throw to second after the next pitch sails away. Runner gets back in. Count goes to 1-1. Cienfuegos had a good idea. The runner was kind of just jogging off of second base back there. It's closer than he was expecting on that throw. 1-1 the count. Next one coming to Bodkin. Long look. Another look. Here it comes. Bodkin bunts it. Pitcher gets to it. Throws the first high, and a tag is made for the out. Nice play by Santiago Soto, because he was not going to come down on the bag to make that play. A highlight reel that time for sure. You'll see the highlights sometime later on. I'm Joe Bowling. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Rattlers trailing 2-0. This is the state semifinals from Northeast Stadium in San Antonio. Back after this.
Think TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K3 and Pre-K4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Back here, and our state semifinal baseball coverage continues. Joe Bowling with you. Thanks for tuning in on the RSLN Network. Send a shout out to other fans who may want to listen to this game. This is where you're listening. 2-0 the score. Kingwood Park scored 2 runs in the top of the first inning. That's held thus far. Sharyland will bat for a second time in the ball game. They'll send up Soto, Quintanilla, and Garza. First pitch coming in to Santiago Soto, and that's a strike call. Rattlers no runs on 1 hit. Next pitch coming, and that's outside. Just misses the corner for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike on Soto, the first baseman. He made a dandy play to close out that top of the second inning. Takes a strike there. Count goes to 1-2. Soto, right-handed hitter for the Rattlers of Sharyland. Koshkin spins the next one home. Off-speed pitch, lined over the shortstop. That's a base hit. Leadoff single for Soto. Sharyland Rattlers have a runner on. Brings up Edgar Quintanilla. Second hit for Sharyland in the ball game. Quintanilla, a right-handed hitter, playing third base today for the Sharyland Rattlers. Koshkin from the stretch, he picked the runner off to close out the first. Soto down there running now. First pitch coming, swinging a foul ball ripped to the right side, just over the Sharyland dugout for strike one. And Koshkin working away to a lot of these hitters. And thus far, the Sharyland Rattlers trying to go with the pitches, taking it to the right side. Next pitch coming, outside for a ball. That time the Panther catcher, Nate Evelar, looked out and said, hey, that's the pitch I wanted. I set up, I was a little outside, you hit the target. My bad for being a little too far outside. 1-1 the count on Quintanilla. Here's the next one. That's just outside for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on, nobody out here in the Sharyland second. Soto down at first base. Being held on down there by Ethan Brain. Koshkin checks the runner. Short lead there. The 2-1 pitch headed home. Swinging a shot into center field. That's a deep fly ball. Center fielder gets back to it, makes the catch, and the runner returns to first. Quintanilla got into that one quite a bit. But with 380 to straightaway center field, you really got to get into one to send it out of here. One down, EJ Garza stands in. IJ Garza, that is. IJ, a freshman for the Rattlers, stands in from the left-hand side. Runner at first, 1 out. First pitch, took it inside and low, ball 1. On deck is Santi Balderas for the Rattlers of Sharyland. Garza trying to join Soto on the base pass. Takes another one inside, ball 2. Now the shadows have creeped out. They're about halfway between the pitcher's mound and home plate. That ball's coming out of the sunshine into the shade for these hitters. It'll be another inning or so before we get full shade cover from mound to home plate. Pitch just inside for ball 3. Garza took it, and that didn't miss by much. 3-0 count. Garza can pick out a good one here. Soto takes a short lead at first. Boschkin checks. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Strike call. Staying inside, and that time Koshkin painted the corner. Count goes to 3-1 on Garza. Koshkin working quickly, is ready. Brings the 3-1 home. Garza hits it hard. That's a base hit to right field. Runner stops at second base. It's 2 aboard for the Rattlers with 1 out. Garza able to pull that ball as a left-handed hitter. And so now the Rattlers have 2 aboard. Tying run now on the bases for Sharyland. Santi Balderas stands in. Shortstop, right-handed hitter. 2 aboard for the Rattlers. Boschkin working from the stretch, brings it home. A bunt, he pulls it back, takes a strike on the outside corner. With 1 away, the Rattlers showed a bunt on that one. Caught the attention of the 2 fielders on the corners. Now at first base, they come in a step. Third baseman stays back at the bag for the runner down at second base. The 0-1 pitch coming to Balderas. Looks to bunt again, pulls it back, takes another strike on the outside corner. And that draws a groan from the Sharyland Rattler fans who are thinking when Garza was at that plate, those pitches were called balls. Now an 0-2 count to Balderas. He has to protect the plate for the Rattlers. Number 7 hitter in the lineup, waits. Koshkin delivers. Outside, ball 1. That time again, Nate Evelar, the catcher, set up outside on the right-handed hitter. Ball hit right in the target, but it stayed away. 1-2 the count. Koshkin looks in. Comes to the stretch, steps off. Wind continues to blow in at right field. When you get to center field, it's blowing more towards left field. When you get to left field, it's blowing straight across to the foul pole. 1-2 pitch coming to Balderas. Foul ball back to the screen. Runners stay put at first and second for Sharyland. Balderas back in the batter's box. Waiting. Koshkin checks the runners. Brings it home. Outside. Gets away from the catcher. Bounces right back towards the mound. The runners stay put. Count goes to 2-2. 2 on, 1 out. 2-2 count for the Rattlers. Down 2-0 here in the second. Balderas at the plate. Diego Chapa on deck. Koshkin is ready. Brings the next one home to Balderas. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Do the Rattlers send the runners now with a 3-2 count and 1 out? They lost a runner on the base paths in the first inning. Option is there if they can trust that Balderas will put it into play. Koshkin still working from the stretch. Peers in. Gets the sign from Evelar. Is ready. Here it comes to Balderas. Ball 4, a walk. And the bases are loaded. Balderas worked that from an 0-2 count to a full count to a walk. Tying run now down at second base for Sharyland with less than 2 outs. And up steps Diego Chapa. Earlier, I said it would be beneficial for Sharyland to get a base runner. Now we got a trip to the mound as the Panther coach. We'll talk it over. Quick break. We'll be right back for the at-bat by Diego Chapa from Northeast Stadium in San Antonio right after this.
College's auto body repair program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's auto body repair program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Performing Arts Center is where creativity takes center stage. This facility immerses students in visual, performing, and fine arts programs where every student shines. Los Fresnos CISD, what we do here shapes the world.
Back here in San Antonio, trip to the mound for Kingwood Park. To talk things over, bases loaded for Sharyland, 1 out. Among the talks were how the infielders are going to handle the ball hit on the ground. You got to force at every base. If Sharyland elects to bunt the ball, you got to talk about that too. You do have a force in front of you at home plate, but you go there and don't get that, you allow a run. You can go for the sure out. We'll see how they work the strategy. First at the plate is Chapa, first pitch. Swinging all the way, takes a strike call. No show for a bunt at all by the right-handed hitting Diego Chapa. Number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Sharyland Rattlers. Bases loaded, his team down 2-0. Rattlers fans making some noise. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Koshkin continues to try to work away from hitters. Catcher sets up outside again for Chapa. Koshkin working from the stretch here with the bases loaded. Here's the next one. Swinging a ground ball, chopped to first. They'll come home, high, safe. Everybody's safe. 2-1 to score. I talked about that very scenario there. On a ball hit on the infield and how they would play it. That'll go as a throwing error. Everybody moves up a base. It's a 2-1 ball game. And up steps Omar Cantu for the Sharyland Rattlers. Cantu bats for the left-hand side. Koshkin spins it home. Inside corner, strike 1. Again, Sharyland could look to bunt this ball and try to tie this game right here if they can get it down past the pitcher. They're playing off the bag at third and at first, in at first on the corners defensively. 0-1 pitch, headed home to Cantu. Swings, hits it on a line into left center field. Center fielder goes back, not going to get there. 1 run scores. Second run coming around to score. Third run, they'll bring him home. Throw to third, everybody's safe. It's a double. 3 runs, Rattlers lead. Omar Cantu delivers with a 3-run double. It's now a 4-2 lead. Sharyland on top. And now back to the top of the lineup for Sharyland. Up steps Luis Balderas. Runner down at second is Omar Cantu. Pitch coming to Balderas. Shows a bunt. It's a foul ball. It was bunted foul. It hit Balderas, but he was still in the batter's box. It bounced away, and instantly the Panther coach comes out to try to challenge that. Nothing doing, says the home plate umpire, because the hitter was still in the batter's box when the bunted ball hit him, still in foul territory. It's a strike. And a 4-run second for the Sharyland Rattlers has reversed a 2-0 Panther lead to now a 4-2 Rattler lead here in the second. After the long talk at home plate, Panther head coach heads back to the dugout. Happiest guy in the ballpark right now is Omar Cantu with that 3-run triple. We're going to talk about speed on the base paths. We'll do that after the next pitch to Balderas. Koshkin still working from the stretch. Looks at the runner back at second. Brings it home to Balderas. Took it, it bounces away, runner down to third. No chance for the catcher to scoop that up. I want to go back and talk about speed. When the bases were loaded, Diego Chapa was at first base. Santi Balderas was at second. By the time Balderas got to third on that Cantu triple, Chapa was right on his heels, a step behind him as they came around to score. Here's the next pitch coming outside. A mile-high pop-up out behind second base. That's in a lot of trouble there. Second baseman drops it. Runner breaks, heads home. Throw, not in time. Safe. A terrific slide that time. And the Rattlers now up 5-2. First of all, it was a high sky pop-up out behind second base. And then the throw coming into the plate. No chance for the catcher to get to it. Still at the plate. Base is empty now. Well, check that runner at first. Breaks, slides, they'll throw him out. Balderas out on the base pass, caught stealing. Two down here for the Rattlers. Nick Valdez at the plate. Koshkin struck out Nick Valdez his first time up. Spins one and it misses. Second one in there for a strike. It's a 1-2 count. Nobody on. This is the 8th hitter to hit for Sharyland in the inning. Pitch is a ball that bounces on the outside part. Count goes to 2-2. Cienfuego on deck. Swing and a miss, and the strikeout ends the inning. For the Sharyland Rattlers, they'll score 5 times. They'll do so on 4 hits. We head to the 3rd inning. Sharyland on top in the state semifinal game from Northeast Stadium in San Antonio, 5-2.
Would you pick up our kids from school?
Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Channel.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Back here as we head to the top of the third inning, state semifinal, game number 1 of a best-of-3 series between the Sharyland Rattlers and Kingwood Park. Kingwood scored 2 runs in the first inning. Sharyland tallies 5 in the second. It's a 5-2 ball game as Checo Ibarra strolls back out to work the third. First pitch bounces up there for ball 1. Logan Colburn, Nate Evelar, Landon Colburn will hit for the Panthers. Anybody gets on, Griffin Resendez hits this inning. What a difference it is for Ibarra to stroll back out there and pitch. Here's the next one. That's a strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard operators having all kinds of problems over there. Here live for the fans. Next pitch coming. Inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. They're real concerned here in the score box of keeping the pitch count. They've got that on target. Everything else below that, forget it. 2-1 the count, the pitch. Ball 3, and that hit the umpire. That took an awkward bounce and caught him in a place where everybody comes out of the dugout for both teams just to give him a chance to breathe. Count goes to 3 balls. 1 strike here in the third inning. Kingwood Park scored 2 runs on a hit in the first inning. Were gifted a couple of errors by the Sharyland Rattlers. Sharyland tallied 5 runs on 4 hits in the bottom of the second inning. And here we are in the third. Both teams' fan base, big round of applause for the home plate umpire, who is okay after a pitch bounced off the turf and up and caught him. He's back in there. Meanwhile, it's a 3-1 count on Logan Colburn, trying to get on here to start the third for the Panthers. They've had base runners in every inning. Standing in from the left-hand side, waits. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, away. Leadoff walk for Colburn. You know, when they talk about state semifinals and state championship games, they talk about the things you don't want to do. Errors and walks. Rattlers have committed a few errors. That's the first walk of the ball game from Ibarra. Nate Evelar stands in. Evelar waits, takes, ball 1. Colburn took a big break off of first base over there. Stayed put. Evelar had a triple, an RBI in the first. Stands in here in the third. Ibarra checks the runner. He's not going. The pitch is a ball. Check that, a strike called. Count goes to 1-1. Colburn took a hard 2 steps off of first base. Enough of a break that Cienfuegos, back behind the plate for the Rattlers, came up ready to throw. Next pitch on the way from Ibarra. Foul ball. Back to the screen. 2 strikes. And I'd love to be able to check my stats to the scoreboard. And now it reads a whole bunch of zeros up there. Nate Evelar at the plate. Logan Coburn down at first base. Nobody out here in the Panther third. They trail 5-2. Pitch coming to Eveler. Throw to first instead. Runner back. Game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Ibarra is ready. Eveler stands in. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 2. Count goes to 2-2 on Eveler.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Nobody out here in the inning. Ibarra's ready. Checks the runner. Brings it home. Eveler swings, hits it in the air to left field. Short. Left fielder charges in, makes the catch for the out. Good speed there by Omar Cantu to cover the ground. And one down in the inning. Brings up Landon Coburn.
Third baseman number 6 is Landon Coburn.
Coburn flied out to center field back in the first inning. Bats here in the third. First pitch coming. Strike call. Coburn taking all the way. Ibarra in the game has given up 2 runs on 3 hits. Hasn't struck out a man yet. Pop foul, out of play. Strike 2.
Count is no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning.
PA announcer now having to call balls and strikes to the fans as a result of the scoreboard going nuts. 0-2 pitch from Ibarra to Coburn. Coming. Swinging a ground ball right back to the mound. Throws to second, out there, back to first, double play. One-6-3 double play for the Sharyland Rattlers. And the inning comes to an end.
Rattlers with the double play.
In the inning, no runs, a walk, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Sharyland leads in the state semifinal game. It's 5-2.
Servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Garrett Koshkin back out to the mound for the Kingwood Park Panthers. I'm Joe Bowling with you here on the RSLN Network. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be on this live audio. Appreciate to everyone that has been fans since day one when we started this whole deal. Here we are at a state semifinal game in Northeast Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. Sharyland Rattlers leading 5-2 as we start the bottom of the third. Cienfuegos, Soto, Quintanilla. Anybody gets on? Garza will hit. Cienfuegos, 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Swings and misses. 2 quick strikes here to start this third. Sharyland scored all 5 of their runs in the second inning when they batted 8 of the 9 in the lineup. Cienfuegos, the only guy not to get in the fun. Starting the third, takes one outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sharyland fans, I think there's more here now than when we started the game. Koshkin's still out there working. He started the game, and time is called as Cienfuegos steps out. I have some video highlights of this on the RSL network. Can appreciate every one of you fans that are tuning in on the audio side. Here from San Antonio. Koshkin brings it home, outside and high for ball 2. Now the shadows have creeped all the way out to the pitcher's mound. Koshkin brings the next one home, ball outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Next one coming, swing and a miss, struck him out. Second strikeout of the game, make it third strikeout of the game, recorded by Koshkin. And that's the way we start the third. Santiago Soto stands in. Soto, 1 for 1 in the game, singled in the second, came around to score a run. First one to him, took it outside corner, strike 1. Koshkin started, he's still out there. Next one, grounded to short. Big hop, throw across, on the money. 2 up, 2 down. 6-3 on the put out. Brings up Quintanilla. We've had base runners in every inning of this game thus far, top and bottom side. Quintanilla flied out to center field his first time up. He's 0 for 1 on the game. Steps in and waits. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Now to my right side, the Sharyland fans, all the way down past the dugout, have filled the seats, making some noise. Here's the pitch. Misses, I couldn't tell you where. Ball 2. When you see a catcher drop his glove after receiving a pitch, they also, in that way, asking the umpire, where did that miss? Next one coming, swinging a high chopper to third. Pitcher gets to it. Koshkin throws across. Got him. 1-3 on the putout, a 1-2-3 inning for the Sharyland Rattlers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we slip into the 4th. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Panthers. Rattlers lead it 5-2.
Where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Alamos College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Back here, top of the fourth inning rolls around. Northeast Stadium in San Antonio. Kingwood Park Panthers trailing the Sharyland Rattlers 5-2. Kingwood Park batting here in the fourth inning. Giffen Resendez, Michael Segura, Ethan Brain. Anybody gets on, Taylor Green will hit. First pitch coming, grounded to third. Long throw across is wide. Safe at first. That'll reach as an error. Griffins with another base runner here in this game. Brings on Michael Segura. Segura flied out to center field his first time up. Stands in here in the fourth with a runner at first. Swings and fouls it back for strike one. No balls, one strike. Runner on first base, nobody out here in the Kingwood Park fourth. On deck is Ethan Brain. Ibarra back out there pitching for the Rattlers. Spins the 0-1 home. High, sails to the backstop, and it bounds all the way out to first base. And the runner has to stay at first base. You talk about a pitch that got away. Sailed over the catcher's glove, Cienfuego, but there's a brick wall behind home plate, and it caromed off of that all the way out to first baseman, Santiago Soto. The runner at first base, Giffen Resendez, was frozen. He stayed there. Count goes to 1-1. Next pitch coming to Segura. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Catcher drops the ball, a stolen base. A little off-speed pitch that time for Cienfuegos. And a stolen base for Resendez. He's now in scoring position with nobody out for Michael Segura. Shows a bunt now behind in the count 1-2. Pitch coming, pulls it back, takes the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I want to give credit now. I think the scoreboard operator is on pace now here at the stadium. Here's truly trying to still learn our new scoreboard system here. 2-2 the count, and the pitch to Segura. Swings, hits it on the ground to third. Throw across to first, and out there. What a nice play there by Edgar Quintanilla. (5-3) on the putout.
First baseman number 22, Ethan Brain.
It was a ground ball. The third baseman had to go to his knees to make that, to field that ball, and then to get it across in time for the out. Runner stays at second base. Ethan Brain steps in for the Panthers. Brain, a right-handed hitter, 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to third base his first time up. Takes the first one, low for ball 1. My wife Dahlia on the camera over there. She's like, I want to do basketball. This baseball stuff is not for me. Hey, we're hiring for camera operators. We're still doing highlights of this for video. Ball 2 misses. So if you haven't responded to our ads, please do so. Play-by-play, camera operators, now hiring at Rio Sports Live. 2 balls, no strikes. Brain waits. Ibarra pitches. Ball 3. Sharyland fans asking where that one missed. 3 balls, no strikes on Brain. Taylor Green on deck for the Panthers. Ibarra looks in, brings it home. Outside, misses for ball 4. 2 aboard now, an error and a walk for the Panthers. And the tying run comes to the plate in the presence of Taylor Green. Conference on the mound. Sharyland will talk it over. We'll take a quick break. 5-2 Sharyland leads. Panthers got something going here in the 4th.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
Looks good, boss.
Yeah, latte.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting...
Back here after a conference, the Sharyland Rattlers talk it over. Taylor Green steps up, runners at first and second, 1 out here in the 4th. His team down 5-2. First pitch, fouls it back behind the plate, out of play, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Panthers scored their 2 runs in the first inning. They had 2 aboard in the second. Had a runner on in the 3rd. 2 more on here in the 4th. No shortage of base runners. Taylor Green is 1 for 1 on the day. He's got a single. Waits, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Green takes it outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the sun's coming in at such a way that it's angling right over my computer. Next pitch, strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Resendez down at second, he reached on an error. Brain down at first, he reached on a walk. Green at the plate. Next one coming. Outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Ibarra's given up 3 hits. He's walked 1. Still hasn't struck anybody out. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball to 3rd. Throw to 2nd, out there over to 1st, and out there, double play. Second double play turned by the Rattlers in the ball game. Counted 5-4-3. Inning over. It goes from 1st and 2nd, 1 out. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Sharyland Rattlers on top in this one. State semifinals continue from San Antonio. It's 5-2.
Today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Career and Technical Education Center is where futures take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Back here as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Sharyland Rattlers on top of this one, 5-2. And the Rattlers will send up I.J. Garza, Santi Balderas, and Diego Chapa to hit here in the fifth. Check that, the fourth, leading 5-2. Garza had a single, scored a run. That was back in the second inning. Bats here in the fourth. First pitch, strike one, and away we go. Garza, Balderas, Chapa. 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Garrett Koshka back pitching. Pitcher's dead even on the pitch count. That's his 64th pitch of the game. Garza steps in, flies this one deep to left field. Back, and it's off the left fielder. Rounding first, heading to second. Stand up there. Garza took that one for a ride to deep left field. Left fielder had to look straight up into the sunshine and never saw that ball. They'll go with a double. Second hit of the game for Garza. And it brings in Santi Balderas. Showed a bunt. Koshka stepped off the mound. Garza stayed put at second base. Balderas walked his first time up. Stands in from the right-hand side, shows a bunt again. Koshka checks the runner, brings it home, pulls it back, pops it up, foul right side out of play. No balls and a strike on Santi Balderas. Next one coming. Outside for a ball. One ball, one strike. Catcher comes out to talk things over with Koshka. Nate Evelar tries to get on the same page as his pitcher. Sharyland leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Game one of a best-of-3 series. Garza started it with a double. Balderas at the plate. 1-1 the count. And now we're ready. Koshka back on. Garza stands on the base at second base. Literally no lead. Now takes a couple steps off. Koshka's ready. Spins it home. And a bunt is fouled for strike two. One ball, two strikes. I said on a video I posted on social media, 30 years ago, I was calling a state championship game in southeast Missouri, South Missouri, as the North County Raiders captured a state championship 30 years ago, and no one had won a state championship down there in that area. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Strike three call. Nasty breaking ball that time. Froze Balderas at the plate. In that game, a little history for you. The Raiders had a pitcher by the name of Dan Smith, who was also the quarterback for the Raiders, and he was hoping that he would be recruited by the Missouri Tigers on the football side. He was that good. Finish the story in a minute. Next pitch coming in, and a strike call. Anyway, Smith wasn't called and signed by Missouri, and so he was playing up there in the state championship game at the University of Missouri. And the way the football practice field lined up, it was in center field behind the baseball where the championship game was being played. Here's the 0-1. Ball outside, runner breaks, heads to third. So Smith steps up to the plate and blasts a home run to left center field that went up out of the stadium and through the goalpost behind the left field wall into the area where the Missouri Tigers were practicing during spring ball, as if to say, hey, Coach Smith, I'm the one that wanted to come play football for you, just in case you wondered if I had any strength. Smith pitched in the state championship game. The Raiders captured that. I've had the luxury of calling a lot of state championships since then, but that was certainly a wonderful memory for yours truly. Here comes the 1-1. Pop up out behind second base. Right fielder comes in, makes the catch. Runner stays at third. 2 down. And it's going to take something from Omar Cantu. What has he done today? Delivered a 3-run double in the second inning that put Sharyland on top. Stands in from the left-hand side. 1 for 1 on the day, waiting. Pitch coming to from Koshka, swinging a ground ball to second. Big hop there, over and out. So Koshka is able to work around the leadoff double. 4-3 on the putout for the Rattlers in the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, no walks, and 1 left. We head to the 5th inning. Panthers of Kingwood Park trailing. Sharyland Rattlers leading 5-2 your score. State semifinal continues after this.
Got hurt in a car crash, and our insurance company isn't helping us at all.
Give this to your dad. Have him give me a call.
Thanks, champ. Hey, I've been working on my jabs.
Let's see what you got.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
There's no place like Sharyland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K3 and Pre-K4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
Back here as we head to the 5th inning, top of the 5th for the Kingwood Park Panthers. It'll be the 9-hitter, and then it's up to the top of the order. So Carson Farr, Dylan Bodkin, Logan Colburn. Anybody gets on base, Nate Evelar. in the middle of the lineup will be up for the Panthers here in the 5th. Ibarra back to the mound. First pitch, he'll step off before pitching too far. They're here from RGV Sports. They're here from Channel 23. They're here from Channel 5. Recognizing other media outlets here, working hard to give you coverage back in the RGV. Here's a pitch outside, ball 1, and away we go. Here in the 5th. Farr 1 for 1 on the day, singled in the 2nd. Bats here in the 5th, leading off. Next pitch coming. Swings, pops it foul, out of play. 1-1 the count. Last time a team advanced out of the semifinals, 2007. Harlingen South advanced. Nobody's ever won it for the RGV in baseball as a state championship. Sharyland Rattlers swing and a miss, strike 2 on Farr. Rattlers trying to accomplish a lot of goals here. Leading 5-2 in the state semifinal ball game. Farr at the plate. Shows a bunt. Behind in the count 1-2, pulls the bat back and swings and fouls it back. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Farr. Farr waits. Ibarra working from the stretch. Brings it home. Line drive, that's a hit. Up the middle. And a leadoff single. Farr's now 2 for 2 on the day.
Farr with a base hit.
That'll bring up Dylan Bodkin.
Dylan Bodkin.
Panthers continue to put base runners on every inning of this game. Bodkin reached on an error and scored a run in the first, grounded back to the pitcher in the 2nd. Bats here in the 5th, takes one, it sails behind home plate. Runner down to second base. And that one hit hard enough off the back wall that it caromed past the catcher, back to the pitcher. And Ibarra thought about throwing down to second base. Farr had already got to that point. So now a runner in scoring position for the Panthers here in the 5th. And like I said at the beginning of this inning, this is the top of the order now up. They get a couple of base runners. The meat of the order will hit here in the 5th for the Panthers. Ibarra checks the runner at second. Brings it home to Bodkin. Shows a bunt, pulled it back, took a strike. And even counted now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bodkin. Logan Colburn on deck. Ibarra's benefited from a couple of double plays turned by this Rattler defense. Runner down at second base. Working on Bodkin. Long look. Checks again. Brings it home. Showed a bunt. Pulled it back. Took a ball. Count goes to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Dylan Bodkin. Outfield plays him to hit opposite field. Right fielder's in quite a bit for the left-handed hitter. Next pitch, showed a bunt again. Took it a little high, ball 3. Now it's a 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bodkin waits. Ibarra checks the runner down at second base. Here comes the 3-1, swinging a fly ball into right field, down the line and deep in the corner, sails foul. Bodkin got under that a little bit. Again, with the outfield playing in out there, Diego Chapa was giving chase, but he was never going to get to that ball. Just a long foul ball makes it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Bodkin. Panthers batting here in the 5th. Rattlers leading 5-2. Bodkin steps back in. New baseball out to Checo Ibarra. Checks the runner and brings it home. Swinging a ground ball to third, past the third baseman into left field. Runner to third, he's safe there. Bodkin on board. It's now 1st and 3rd for the Panthers. They'll credit that as a single. And now the tying run comes to the plate, and Logan Colburn strolls in. Colburn, a left-handed hitter, sacrificed bunt in the 1st inning, walked in the 3rd, and bats here in the 5th with runners at the corners. Representing the tying run here in this state semifinal game. Ibarra checks the runners. Brings the first one home to Colburn, swinging a ground ball foul down the third baseline. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. On deck, Nate Eveler. Colburn is the one the Rattlers want to get. Again, they play off the bag at third. Try to hold the runner in at first just a bit. Next one coming. Swinging another ground ball. Foul down the third base side. Ibarra now ahead in the count. 0-2 on Colburn. Eveler, who's on deck, has an RBI triple already in this game. Colburn has to protect the plate. Ibarra way out in front at 0-2. Colburn shows a bunt early. Ibarra comes set. And now brings it. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. One down, first strikeout of the game for Checo Ibarra. And here comes Nate Eveler. Eveler, again, 1 for 2 in the game with an RBI triple. Left-handed hitter. Steps up here in the 5th with 2 aboard and 1 out. Rattlers ended the 3rd with a double play. Ended the 2nd with a good fielding play. Ended the 4th with a double play. Eveler waits. Look at third, a high throw, and what a catch there by Quintanilla to keep that in play. Quintanilla saved a run. As that throw over to third was way high. He climbed the ladder in a big way to field that ball. Still waiting for the first pitch to Eveler. Stands in, waits, here it comes. Swinging a shot into center field. Deep, center fielder back, will make the catch. Runner tags at third, and he'll come in to score. Count that as a sacrifice fly.
Run scores on the sac fly. Third baseman number 6, Landon Coburn.
2 down. Second RBI of the game for Eveler. Bodkin stayed at first base. 5-3 ball game. Landon Coburn steps in. He's the cleanup hitter. Throw to first base, safe there. Coburn 0 for 2 in the game. Flied out to center field in the first. Grounded into a double play in the third. Bats here in the 5th, representing the tying run. Pitch. Hey, it hit him. And it did. Hit by pitch. So now the Panthers have the tying run on base.
Still win awarded first on the hit right there.
Brings in Giffen Resendez.
Designated hitter number 8, Resendez.
Resendez, one of the seniors on this team for Kingwood Park. Runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the 5th. For Sharyland, they'll have the top of the order up. And they come up in the 5th. First pitch gets away from Resendez. Ball 1. Runners stayed put at first and second. Resendez grounded out to third in the first inning. Reese on an error, stole a base in the 4th. Waits, runners go, swing and a miss, throw to third, and it hits the batter. The ball gets away. Everybody's safe at second and third. Now Sharyland will come out and argue that the batter interfered with a throw down at third base, but in this case, he appeared to stay in the batter's box. And the umpire was quick to send the Rattler coach back to the dugout. Tying run now down at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike on Resendez. A hit could tie us up. Ibarra working from the stretch, spins it home. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ibarra has recorded 1 strikeout here in this game. This Rattler fan base will go crazy if he gets his second strikeout here. Got a tough hitter in Resendez at the plate. Resendez shows a bunt. He'll pull that bat back. Here comes the 1-2. Swing, foul ball, back to the screen. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 outs here in the 5th for Kingwood Park. Two hits here in the inning thus far for the Panthers. Resendez is ready. Calls time, steps out. We'll have some video highlights later on the RSLN network. Thanks to everyone tuning in on the audio broadcast. Resendez back in. Ibarra gets back on the mound. Looks in for the sign. Gets it. Checks the runners. Brings the 1-2 home. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Segura on deck for the Panthers. They need something from Resendez. Ibarra trying to end the inning right here. He is ready. Checks the runners again. Brings it home. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout of the inning, second strikeout of the game for Checo Ibarra. The inning comes to an end here in the 5th. 2 singles to lead it off. No runs, 2 hits, a hit batsman, and 2 left for the Panthers. They score 1 run. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Sharyland on top, 5-3.
Performing Arts Center is where creativity takes center stage. This facility immerses students in visual, performing, and fine arts programs where every student shines. Los Fresnos CISD, what we do here shapes the world.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong. And the next 100 begin with...
Back here, bottom of the fifth inning rolls around. Joe Bowling with you, Northeast Stadium in San Antonio. Sharyland Rattlers leading 5-3 in this state semifinal game. Luis Balderas steps in, leading off the fifth for the Rattlers, and he'll take strike one. Balderas, Valdez, Cienfuegos all scheduled to hit here for the Rattlers in the fifth. Balderas 1 for 2 in the day, takes ball one. Evens a count of 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sharyland, 5 runs on 5 hits. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Kingwood Park, 3 runs, also on 5 hits. Balderas steps back in. Next one coming. Up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next one coming to Balderas, outside, ball 3. Koshkin, who started the game, still in there, has walked 1. 3 strikeouts in the game. And he's now 3-2 on Balderas leading off. Spins it home. Swinging a ground ball, foul. Down the right side. Count stays at 3-2. New baseball out to Koshkin. Brings it home. Swing another foul ball. Out of play on the right field side. Count stays at 3-2. Rattlers have had base runners in 3 of the first 4 innings hitting. Panthers have had base runners in every inning. Balderas trying to get on. Swings, fouls it straight back. Stays alive. Count stays at 3-2. Balderas digs back in. Koshkin spins it home. Another foul ball. We'll do it again. Grounded that one over into the Kingwood Park dugout. He's the leadoff hitter in the inning and in the lineup for this Rattler team. Batting here in the 5th inning, Koshkin brings it home. Swinging a line shot into center field, right at the center fielder, and he hauls it in. Giffen Resendez had him played perfectly. 1 up, 1 down here in the Rattler 5th. Brings in Nick Valdez.
Center fielder, number 5, Nick Valdez.
Valdez, as he strolls to the plate, is like, I want to get in on this fun. Batted in the first and the second, strikeout victim both times. First pitch here. Outside corner, strike call. 0-1. Cienfuegos on deck. He's got a hit in the game. Valdez trying to get on for the first time. Waits for the next one from Garrett Koshkin. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball to third. Third baseman gets it, throws low and out at first. Third baseman Landon Coburn kind of gave that a little ole, if you wish, kind of ducked his head, leaned away. Ball came up, got his glove, and then down at first base, Ethan Brain scooped up a one-hopper and made the play. 2 down, brings in Cienfuegos. Cienfuegos 1 for 2, hits it up the middle, base hit. Swinging on the first pitch. Cienfuegos keeps the inning going for the Rattlers of Sharyland.
Courtesy runner number 18, Albert Garza.
Bring in a courtesy runner, Albert Garza.
Number 16, Santiago Soto.
So Garza down at first base. Soto at the plate, hits it hard on a line. Third baseman makes the catch to end the inning. Right at the third baseman, Griffin Resendez, and the Rattler fifth comes to an end. In the inning, no runs, a hit, 1 left. We go to the 6th. Sharyland on top, 5-3. Back after this.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
I've loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
We are back here in Northeast Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. Game started at 6 o'clock. Coming up on 2 hours. Sharyland Rattlers leading by the score of 5-3 as we head to the 6th inning. Back out to the mound, Checo Ibarra for the Rattlers. He'll face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Kingwood Park Panthers. Sharyland on top, 5-3. If you're just joining us, thanks for tuning in. It's an audio broadcast here on the RSLN network. These are the rights that we were able to obtain.
We move to the top of the 6th inning, leading off our Kingwood Park.
I've commented at length about why they extended this out and prevented video. Discuss that a little bit here as we head into the 6th. First pitch, swinging a ground ball to first base. That's a fair ball down the line. And an easy play there for Santiago Soto. 3 unassisted on the ground ball out. Back when I started streaming, at that time for RGV Sports, started streaming down here at least in the RGV.
First baseman number 22.
We had teams advance. And I made calls at that time to UIL saying, hey, I want to cover. How far can I cover this? And at that time, they were like, if you're willing to cover every semifinal game and every state championship, we'll give you the rights to everything. My, how things have changed now. Pitch coming. Strike call. Ethan Brain at the plate. Now that streaming has ballooned. Certainly a different world. Next pitch, Brain swings, hits it on the ground, second. Right there is Balderas, throws across for the out. 2 up, 2 down. And could Ibarra have his first 1-2-3 inning of this game?
Second baseman, number 11.
Taylor Green will step in. Green is 1 for 2. He's got a single. Behind him, Carson Farr, as the number 9 hitter, is 2 for 2 in the game. So you can't discredit the bottom part of this Panther lineup. Pitch coming to Green. Took it away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There are times I wish I would have kept all of the conversations back and forth between UIL and myself. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a shot, base hit into left field. Taylor Green's second hit of the game.
Green with the base hit.
Panthers continue to have base runners in every inning of this game. Brings up Carson Farr. And Farr has been a handful. 2 for 2 with a run scored. And he bats here in the 6th inning with a runner on first. He represents the tying run at the plate. Farr steps in. Top of the lineup right behind him. Ibarra is ready. Checks the runner. Checks again. Brings it home. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike. Farr was expecting the heat. An off-speed breaking ball dropped in for the strike. Farr steps back in. Next one away for a ball. 1-1. Sixth inning here of this game 1. State semifinal series. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Farr took it all the way, thinking it was outside. Ibarra trying to end this 6th. Farr stands back in. Ibarra brings it home. Swinging a foul ball to the screen, right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. New baseball out for Ibarra. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first. 2 outs here in the 6th inning for the Kingwood Park Panthers. Carson Farr at the plate. Ibarra checks the runner. Brings the 1-2 home. Just missed outside for ball 2. Rattler fans saying, how did that miss painting the outside corner? Count goes to 2-2. Farr stands back in. Ibarra brings it home. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Catcher drops it, applies the tag, inning over. K2 on the putout. In the 6th for Kingwood. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Sharyland on top, 5-3. State semifinals continue after this.
Starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Timeout! All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Edgar Quintanilla steps up, and here we go, bottom of the 6th inning for the Sharyland Rattlers. It'll be Quintanilla, Garza, Balderas. Anybody gets on Chapa will hit. Quintanilla stands in. First pitch, up and away, ball 1. Edgar Quintanilla fly to center field in the second, grounded back to the pitcher in the third. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rattlers leading 5-3. Next pitch coming. Breaking ball. Just misses for ball 2. Caution stepped out all the way back behind the mound after delivering that pitch that he thought was a strike. Behind in the count, 2-1, working on Quintanilla. Ball 3 now misses. It's a 3-1 count. On deck, I.J. Garza has 2 hits and a run scored for the Rattlers. Quintanilla trying to get on ahead of him. Could pick out a good one. Koshkin looks in. 3-1 pitch coming. Swinging a fly ball to right center field. Right fielder over, waits, makes the catch. Fly ball out, number 1 here in the Sharyland 6th. Quintanilla 0 for 3 in the game. Garza steps in, 2 for 2 on the day. Single and a run scored in the second. A double in the fourth. Steps in here with 1 out in the 6th. First one coming. Misses ball 1. Again, Koshkin bent one in there with an off speed and just missed for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch coming. Inside corner, strike call. And now almost every pitch is getting a groan at the home plate umpire, one side or the other. Count is 1-1. Koshkin brings it home. Line shot into left field. That's going to be caught as it hangs up. 2 hard hit balls, but 2 up and 2 down for Sharyland here in the 6th. And it brings in Santi Balderas.
Shortstop, number 1, Santi Balderas.
Balderas walked and scored a run back in the 2nd inning. Strikeout victim in the 4th. Bats here in the 6th. You look ahead in the 7th inning. Don't go anywhere. There's a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Balderas aboard. I was saying don't go anywhere because in the top of the inning, Kingwood Park will have the top of the order starting it off. Sharyland Rattlers would like to get a little 2-out magic and push an insurance run or 2 across. Chapa at the plate, reached on an error, scored a run, popped out. Waits here. Throw to first. Back in time. Here's Balderas. Two-out single by Santi Balderas. Throw to first. Head first slide. Back in time again, Balderas. Good play over there at first base, Ethan Brain. Had to reach across the runner. Make that catch to keep it in play. Next pitch coming from Koshkin to Chapa. Outside on a pitch out. Ball one, nothing doing as Balderas stayed on at first base. Count goes to 1-0 on Diego Chapa. Behind him is Omar Cantu. Cantu has the biggest hit in this game. 3 RBI double back in the second. Pitch here, outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Chapa. Couple of fly ball outs, and then a single for Sharyland here in the 6th. Next one to Chapa. Instead of throw to first, and it gets away. Rounding second base, heading to third is Balderas. Balderas checks up there. I said earlier that the first baseman, Brain, made a great play just to keep a ball from getting away. This time, no chance for him to get to that. And that insurance run for Sharyland now is standing at third base. Meanwhile, the count goes to 2-0 on the hitter, Diego Chapa. Chapa waits. Here's the pitch. Took it for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. All this with 2 outs. Single and a wild throw. Chapa trying to make him pay for that. Waits. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Chapa hits it in the air to center field. Center fielder comes in. Second baseman ranges out and hands it over as the center fielder makes the catch in the inning. For the Sharyland Rattlers, no runs, 1 hit. Man gets to third base, is stranded there. We head to the 7th. Sharyland on top in the state semifinal. Game 1 of a best of 3. It's 5-3. We'll be right back.
Standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
The new Los Fresnos CISD.
Back here in San Antonio, Texas. Thanks for tuning in. Joe Bowling with you as we cover this game 1 of a best of 3 series between Sharyland and Kingwood Park. Kingwood Park scored 2 runs in the first inning. That held till the 2nd when Sharyland pushed 5 across. Panthers responded with a run in the 5th. Have had base runners in every inning, and they'll have the top of the lineup up here in the 7th.
We move to the 7th inning.
Ibarra trying to end it for the Sharyland Rattlers and take a 1-0 lead. Game 2 tomorrow, here, same place. 1 o'clock is the first start. If there's a game 3, it's going to be played a half hour after game 2 tomorrow afternoon. That'll be hot. Bodkin steps in. He's reached base twice. Bats here in the 7th. First pitch. Inside corner, strike one. Bodkin reached on an error in the 1st, scored a run. Singled in the 5th, was stranded down at third base. Bats here in the 7th, leading off. Ibarra looks in, brings the 0-1 home. Swing and a miss, strike two. Ibarra took a little off of that. It was down and in, out of the strike zone. And Bodkin chased it. He's in the hole 0-2. Ibarra with 2 strikeouts in the game. Foul ball at the plate. Bodkin stays alive. On deck is Coburn. It's Bodkin, Coburn, and Eveler. Any of those reach, Landon Coburn will hit. This is 1, 2, and 3 in the lineup for the Panthers of Kingwood Park. Ibarra from the stretch, working here in the 7th. Brings it home. Ground ball foul over the Sharyland dugout on the right side. Shade across the board now. Moon out beyond the right field wall. I would call this perfect conditions to play a baseball game. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball past the first baseman. That's a base hit. Bodkin gets his 2nd hit of the game, on board for a 3rd time. And instantly, the tying run comes to the plate for the Kingwood Park Panthers as Logan Coburn steps up. Check this, they're going to pinch hit. Daniel Rudney, a sophomore. He'll pinch hit. Right-handed hitter, a sophomore, stands in. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Rudney hitting for Coburn. Coburn laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. But now it's up to Rudney for this Panther team. Ibarra came after him with the first pitch. Looks in. Next one, ground ball to first, fair ball. Runner to second, out at first, down to second, safe there. Call that 3 unassisted on the putout. 1 down. And Nate Eveler steps up. Eveler tripled and drove in a run in the 1st inning. Came around to score a run as well. Flied out to left in the 3rd. Drove in another run with a fly ball to center field in the 5th. Bats here in the 7th. This is the number 3 hitter in the lineup for the Panthers of Kingwood Park. He has the tying run. They give him a lot of room over on the right field line for this left-handed hitter. He gets one down there, he'll run a while. Ibarra steps out. Back in is Eveler. Ibarra is ready, brings the first one home. Swinging a high fly ball to straightaway center field. Under it, catch made by Nick Valdez, 2 down. Sharyland now 1 out away from taking a 1-0 lead in this series. Coming up at the end of this game, I'll name our RSL player of the game. Rattler fans now on their feet here. Meanwhile, the cleanup hitter, Landon Coburn, steps up to the plate for Kingwood Park. Ibarra's ready. Brings it home. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Coburn flied out to center field in the 1st. Hit into a double play in the 3rd. Hit by a pitch in the 5th. Bats again here in the 7th. Ibarra is ready. Brings the next one home. Misses for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Colburn stands back in. Ibarra not paying much attention to the runner down at second base. He's concentrating on Colburn, brings it home. Swinging a hard hit ball to deep left field. Left fielder over and out. Rattlers win the game 5-3. Take a 1-0 lead in the series. Fly ball out, inning over. Sharyland wins it by the score of 5-3. Game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll take a quick break. We'll come back and name our player of the game.
Future take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back here on the RSL Network, they're meeting out on the field. Sharyland Rattlers have won this game 1 of this series. 5-3 the final score. They score 5 runs in the 2nd inning and make that stick. Winning pitcher Checo Ibarra goes the distance for the Rattlers. And they win this one and set up game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. They'll be looking to see if they can punch their ticket to the state championship game. Kingwood Park Panthers scored 3 runs. They did so on 7 hits. But it's Sharyland winning the game. Our player of the game for RSL was Omar Cantu, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Sharyland Rattlers. The left fielder delivered a 3-run double that put Sharyland on top for good in the 2nd inning. And he is our RSL player of the game. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I got to get down there on the field, and then we got to get all this equipment packed away. Until tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, I'm Joe Bowling for the RSL Network. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I've got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens. Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Santa Maria will put up a 3. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for 2. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game.
Snap to the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win.